Ma'am, you don't understand. Application from second.
Ek skryf al lekker. As ek nou nie wegtrek, beter julle by wees. Is die ander wat? Ek twyfel. Ek dink jy mag dit al vandag uitdeel. Dat mense vanoggend een geskryf. So tensy hulle dit tussen toe en nou klaar gemerk het, dink ek nie aan sal nie. Okay, you guys are very chatty for people who starting with new work, eh? Okay, so 'n kwadratiese getalpatroon word geken aan die feit dat dit 'n konstante tweede verskil het, wat ek nou vir julle mooi gaan verduidelik. So there is a constant second difference. The general formula is given by am squared plus bm plus c, and then those three formulas will never ever be given to you on a formula page. So know those formulas. Alright. Time for an example. Yeah? Okay, ek moet ook vir julle sê daar's meer as een manier om hierdie getalpatrone te doen. There's more than one way to do these. Shush. There's more than one way to get the general formula. So if you see another way, sê nou maar jy het ekstra klas en hulle wys vir jou 'n ander manier en jy voel gemaklik daarmee, is jy altyd meer as welkom om dit te gebruik. Okay. So, what I mean by a constant second difference is when we were doing linear number patterns, we were saying that if this is plus 3, then this must also be plus 3. Maar in hierdie geval is dit nie. Sien julle? So instead of having a constant first difference, soos wat ons sal hê by lineêre getalpatrone, het ons nou 'n konstante tweede verskil. Wat maar net beteken, as ek die verskille van die verskille gaan kry, gaan dit 'n konstante getal wees. So do you see, if I look at that row of first differences, those have a constant difference of 2. Meaning that, kyk of julle saamstem met hierdie, daai ry van die eerste verskille vorm 'n lineêre getalpatroon. Do you see that? the row with the second differences that I did in blue, you see that that row of first differences forms a linear number pattern. As jy net hierdie stukkie nou isoleer, if you look just at that, do you see that that is a linear number pattern? That's also one of the characteristics of a quadratic number pattern. Dat sy eerste verskille gaan vir jou 'n lineêre getalpatroon gee. Want 'n lineêre getalpatroon se eerste verskille is konstant. So it works in levels mos, you know? Top level quadratic, the level below that is linear, and then below that is constant differences. Yeah, but yeah, but not in grade 10. Okay, so then maybe in grade 11. we are doing more difficult ones. Obviously, this is example 1, day 1. But yeah, it's not going to go to a 3rd level if that's what you mean. For now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So, kom ons sê vraag 1. Determine the next 2 terms. In other words, I'm looking for term 7 and term 8 of the quadratic number pattern. Okay. Goed, so onthou hierdie ding moet konstant wees. So then from year to year, we'll have another constant difference of 2. Do you guys agree? So then what will the next one in blue be? 13. Do you guys agree? In other words, I'm going to say 36 plus 13 gives me 49. So term 7 will be 49. So you have to work from your constant difference to your row of first differences to your quadratic number pattern. Jy werk van jou konstante tweede verskil na jou ry van lineêre getalpatroon, wat jou eerste verskille is, na jou oorspronklike. Quickly do the next one for me as well. Done. Iso. What will the next blue number be? 15, nee? Stem julle saam? Want konstante tweede verskil is 2 en 13 plus 2 is 15. So wat sal term 8 van my kwadratiese getalpatroon wees? Easy enough. You all have that. Okay, now we're going to get to the applications of those 3 formulas that I told you you have to know. Okay. And I want to talk about these bad boys. The D2 means second difference. D1 means first term of the first differences. And T1 is term 1. Hy is die maklike ene. Julle het al gehoor van hom. Maar gaan hulle vir julle merk. En dan gaan ons hulle stapie vir stapie doen. Okay. D1 is the first term of the first differences. But I'm going to go through them one by one. Okay. Goed. En wat ons wil doen, is ons wil waardes nou kry vir A en B en C. Want dan het ek daai algemene reël, die algemene term wat vir my sê, I can then calculate the 100th term of this quadratic equation by simply putting the 100 into the n. Right. But we first need to find the value of A and B and C. Okay. So ons begin altyd met die ene wat sê, kom ek skryf net die vraag neer. So you start off by saying 2A is equal to 2. And I'm going to show you where I got that 2 from. that will always be whatever value the constant second difference is. So sien julle, my konstante tweede verskil is 2. So ek gaan sê 2a is gelyk aan 2. Okay. Sien julle almal waar ek hom gekry het op die heel onderste vlak. So wat is a? 1. Okay. Then the next equation that I'm going to use is 3a plus b is equal to d1. Now what you need to see is I'm going to put the value of a in there. Jy het mos nou klaar die waarde van a opgelos. Sien julle? Almal by. So jy moet begin by daai waarde van a. So dan sê jy 3 maal 1 plus b is gelyk aan, and this one is the 3. So jy kyk na die ry van eerste verskille en die een wat eerste daar staan, skryf jy nou neer. Moenie so vra ons nie, ons gaan nog baie doen. So what's the value of b? 0. Okay. En daai is die tweede formule. And now for the third one, you have to know that a plus b plus c is equal to term 1. Ek dink ek het hom in pink gehighlight. And term 1 is literally just the first term. So sien julle ek begin onder, dan enetjie boontoe, dan enetjie boontoe. Sien julle? You work like this. That is D2, that is D1, and that is T1. So. Okay, so A plus B plus C is gelyk aan 1. What's the value of A? We already calculated that. 1. What's the value of B? 0. What's the value of C then? It's 0. Nee? Stem julle saam as jy hom gaan oplos. So, in other words, if I have Tn is equal to An squared plus Bn plus C, then I have this is 1n squared plus 0n plus 0, which is just n squared. Okay. Sien julle, ek gaan sê die waarde van A en van B en van C in. En stem julle saam dat die tweede en die derde term net gaan wegval. Want 0 maal met enigiets is mos 0. Now let's go back to our original number line. Do we have term 5? What's term 5? 25. So let's test if that's true. So if I'm looking for term 5, I'm going to say it's 5 squared, which is 25. So as ek nou vir jou gevra het wat is die 100ste term van hierdie ry, dan het ek net gesê 100 kwadraat wat 10,000 is. Instead of having to follow on through the pattern. Moenie so